Uh, oh. uh, hey Kale, hey Paper, how you both doing? Mm. Hey Scarf, hey White, I see that White. Them some peanut butter cookies. How y'all doing? Hey Gibby. I'm just getting everything ready. I'm like, you need to be on this layer. There we go. I have taco in my mouth and cat girl on screen, so all is well. Aw, well, very good. Oh my goodness. I haven't had tacos in ages. It's been too long. Anyways, sorry about being late, everybody. Sorry about being late tonight, everybody. I'm just going through it lately, so I'm just behind the curve. Yeah. So anyways, oh yeah, we still have our description for Steam Next Fest, which is, we're all done that. So it is Saturday technically, but it's technically Friday night schedule. So we're gonna be playing Rogue Legacy 2. We're gonna be starting that tonight. Been low energy today. So fatigued. Fair. It happens. I mean, you've had a pretty busy week or two because of the move, right? So I mean, like, that catches up with a person. And we're gonna be doing some Hard Space Shipbreaker. Oops. There we go. Hard Space Shipbreaker, and honestly, that might be it for the night. Oh, forgot to get that set up. I will set that up right now. All right. There we go. Oh, very sus. It's a baby. Anyway, sorry everybody. Sorry for being late. There we go. All right. I think I originally so here's the thing. So yesterday's stream, well, actually Wednesday night stream, we did 10 games in a row, which was pretty good. Oh my goodness, thank you. We did 10 game demos in a row, which is pretty good for the Next Fest. I feel pretty pleased about that. Last night's stream I ended up canceling because by the end of the Next Fest stream, I was really like, my voice is really raw. In fact, you can probably still hear it a little bit, but my voice was really raw, so I decided that like when last night's stream kind of rolled around, I was kind of feeling both pretty tired and also, yeah, my voice was not great. So I decided to do myself a favor, and initially earlier in the day I decided to take Friday off from work yesterday, but then I was just like, nah, my voice is like really rough, so I decided to take last night off. So some people, probably a lot of people, have seen the message that I was going to be taking tonight off, which is bad planning on my part. But which honestly I almost did anyways, because I've got a mean case of depresso. So So things didn't end up things ended up being that I almost took tonight off too anyways. But anyway, yeah. So, but I decided that even though I was late, yeah, I'm just kind of going through it lately. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks. Just kind of going through it lately, so. But I decided maybe it would be a good idea at least just to do a little bit of streaming tonight. Yeah. You know what they say, better to half-ass it than no ass it. That's true. Yeah. I figure, you know, the stream might pick me up a little bit, might like help zip me up a little bit, which would be good. Yeah. Put some gas in the social tank. But yeah, so I figured I'd at least do a little bit of streaming tonight. We have there. Yeah. Put a little bit of gas in the social tank. I wonder if I should have it say like tonight. Blech. There. That seems more right to me. Yeah. For sure Katie has a whole ass. Had. Yeah. Remember to properly fuel your cat, girl. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the cheese. Thank you. I've just been going through lately. It's just like, like I said, I'd at least like to try tonight. That's why I'm just gonna block in 2 games. I'm not gonna do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge tonight. I'll save it for Sunday, and we'll probably open with it on Sunday. But I'll at least try and get Rogue Legacy started tonight. Rogue Legacy 2 specifically. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so that's at least like the plan for the night, I think. And then the other thing we'll do is we'll probably try. That's awesome. That's a really good emote. Hey, Winter. Yeah. And then we'll probably do some hard space. I want to at least cut up 1 ship. I want to get out of debt. And when I'm out of debt, well, then at that point, like I might do a little bit of just like chewing off stream, but probably the majority of hard space is gonna stay on stream. I've been lurking since you started. I just was making pizza dough. Hey, fair. Aw. Yeah, pizza dough is a good thing to make. Yeah. Ugh, God. No. But it's yeah, no, Shredder's Revenge I hear's like amazing, so I'm looking forward to playing it. Pizza is super easy if you have the right recipe. Yeah. We have homemade that we make fairly often. Yeah. Just taking a look here, just 1 sec. Homemade pizza's so good. Yes, right? Oh, it's always hard to top. It's hard to top homemade pizza. There's few things that like can compete. I've even gone as far to make my own dough before. Yes. So I'm beating the crap out of it. Yeah, that's important for a good pizza. Yeah. That is important for a good pizza. You got to be able to like put some oomph into it. Spilled myself on it since all the local places have gone to shit lately. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame. We have a lot of pizza places here, so it's like there's. That said, if my favorite one went under, I don't know where I could go. Because at this point, I have a favorite. Can I have a favorite? I guess I should like I should say like a little bit of two. It wasn't just like it wasn't just the Next Fest stream that like kind of blew up my vocal cords. It is a little bit of something I've been trying to do vocal training like at least a little bit between streams, and unfortunately I think the fact that I've been running like 9.5-hour streams lately, and then like Next Fest was a 10-hour, it kind of caught up with me a little bit, so my voice was definitely pretty raw. It's still not 100%. I can just like I can hear it, but yeah, I'll try and do what I can. I'll just be one moment. Yeah. All right. Gotta make sure out of restless pipes when you can. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the problem. Is like, at least on paper, like my voice has very little downtime because of the stream. so there isn't really a lot of resting time, and so it's one of those things that just is what it is, I guess. But you know, if I want to eventually get there someday, I gotta start doing something. You know, it's really, really, really hard though. I feel so like. It feels so like such an uphill battle for me. Hey Fluffy, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah. Feels like such an uphill battle because I just have a naturally very like kind of I don't know what you call it, crunchy voice. Everything all right? I'm a little bit depressive tonight, so I'm like a little under the weather. Hopefully things will like level out and I'll feel a little bit better. Hopefully the stream will pick me up a little bit, but like, you know, hopefully I'll be, you know, more myself as the stream goes on. Yeah. Let me see, what else am I looking at here? But yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna schedule in. I'll maybe just do the 2 games tonight. Sorry, just had a message there. I can vibe with that. Currently digging into comfort food so I can relate. Fair. Yeah. I'd vibe because your streams are honestly a joy. Oh, well, thank you, Fluffy. Thank you. I try and do what I can. Like, you know, it's one of those things that like most of my down feels aren't super tied to the stream, so it's like, you know, the stream is always something that like kind of tends to pick me up a little bit. There's a little bit of it by moments, just because it's like I would like to make some like, I don't know, it's just one of those things that every once in a while it's just like, damn, I gotta figure out how to like grow and, you know, improve things, you know. But everything takes so much time. It's so hard. But I do what I can. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's got some chaos. Is a good space. Sometimes rocking out with people can lift spirits. That's true. Also Next Fest. So I did learn a few interesting things. So the Rusted Moss demo was actually not part of Next Fest. It's just a demo that's out coincidentally for a game that I've had my eye on for a while. So So the Rust and Moss demo is actually gonna be around for a little while, which means that I'm gonna actually try and 100% it if I can. I would really like to do that. Also, I did reach out to Ada. Ada is gonna probably play Rust and Moss at some point, which I think is gonna be amazing. That'll be an amazing watch. Because Ada is basically an expert at Umehara Kawase, and like seeing the game in seeing the game in their hands will be amazing. And what else? We did have 4 demos we missed. I don't know if I'll dig into them tonight. Sounded excited about it last night. Hey, very good. I didn't want to spoil anything, but like the plot, I think is gonna like really grip Ada. so I'm hoping it like, I'm hoping to hear that it goes well. Big stretch. Anyway, so something else was different. So I went outside this morning, which was pretty wild. It's like, oh wow, I forgot about all this out here. I was like, I should really get some exercise, and it was kind of a nice like level day. Yeah, I know, right? What? Having a hard time falling asleep, so I want to pop in and say, hey Kumi, how you doing? How's this going? Sounds horrible. Did you touch grass? No, but I went for a walk, and about like just a little before the halfway mark on the walk, it started pouring. I'm like, damn it, this is just rude. Like, I go out like once in a blue moon, and you decide to rain on me, I get completely soaked. But hey, I did get a little bit of exercise this morning, so that's pretty good. It was like a overcast day, and I figured it looked like rain, so it was kind of like, okay, it's like not super hot out. I'm not gonna like get burned up, so I figured it'd be a good day to go for a walk. And it's like, if rain happens, it happens, and it did happen. And then a lot of it happened, and then, well, it took me a while to dry off. I gotta get my hair cut soon. It's too long, and it takes forever to dry. Yeah, and I'm like, it's long enough at this point that it just feels like I'm living my life around something that just doesn't matter. I might just get like all chopped. Good day for a walk. The sky was gray. Yeah, but I burn like instantly in like direct sunlight, remember? Yeah, so I was like, you know, having a day where I could go for a walk where I didn't have to like sunblock up was kind of like, oh. Plus I've been told by several people, it's like, hey, get some exercise, stupid, it'll help you be less sad. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so it's like, oh, maybe I should try and do that. I need to get you a little cloth umbrella for the summer. Yeah, I need a goth umbrella is what I need. I need to just fully embrace being goth. No, time to become a goth cat. I could do it. All the passive traits are in place. I just need to like up my eyeliner budget, and like, I mean, most of my clothes are black anyways. Like, I could probably wing something. It's like 90 Fahrenheit yesterday, 100 Fahrenheit today before I was dying. 100's like what? Like 35? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty warm day. I love days that are like that hot, but I know it's not for everybody. Yeah, I'm very, it's funny, even though I can't be in direct sunlight, I am very like heat resistant. Throne goal win. I think I had to like toss Throne. I feel too guilty using Throne, so I'm just like, no, I think my Throne days are over. I can't do it. I'm just like, no. I die in days that are that hot. Yeah, like most of my friends are like, oh my god, it's 30, and I'm just like I just vibe. I radiate in that heat. Like, how to put it? Like, I guess like the thing is like, I'm definitely like, I have like a heat resistant build. You just can't put me in direct sunlight. Yeah. Lizard cat. No, 100 is closer to 40. Okay, it's closer to 40. Yeah, like 40 is when I start to feel it. Like 40 will catch up with me, but it's like I still remember in our good friend, our good um friend, local kitchen man Keith, when I would hang out in his like attic apartment, it was hot up there, but I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It's like heat stroke level hot since it's so humid. Yeah, we get a lot of humidity around here, so like the problem around here is, even though we don't get like the crazy high upper end of temperatures, it does get pretty hot here, but because we don't get the crazy high upper end, but we do have like a lot of humidity, so it's really hard to like dispel heat once you're heated up. So yeah, it's definitely heat stroke territory for sure. I managed to forget between when I typed it into Google and converted it and typed the range into chat here. Yeah, that's a mood. I can't count the times I copy and paste something. I'm like, I go to copy something, like, I know somebody will like this. I go to copy it, and then like I open up Discord, and just like going down and clicking the tab over to Discord, I've forgotten what I've copied and who I'm sending it to. So then I like paste it into an empty browser. I'll look at it and I'll be like, it's this. And then I'll go back to Discord and I'll be like, I know who this is for. I swear I do. Oh God, memory, like my memory's junk at this point. Yeah, you can get heat stroke as low as 21 Celsius. What? Hey, Rock. I've been good at converting it, but I had to Google it to be sure since your answer threw me. Oh. Yeah, how are you? Depresso! Wait. It works better if I go like, Depresso! Yeah, there we go. I'm mostly fine. But tonight's definitely gonna be like more of an like low-key stream, I think. Yeah, I hope I feel better soon too. Yeah, 21 Celsius is cold. How do you get heat stroke at 21 Celsius? I feel like that like involves like lasers or something. You can get hypothermia warmer than you think too. Bodies are weird. Huh. Oh, the more you know. Yeah. I mean, honestly, 23, I might get hypothermia. I could see it. Like 21, like I'm not even kidding. Like I remember there's like times during the summer I'll be walking with friends and we'll go through like the shade of like some trees or something. I'll be like, oh God, it's so icy now. And I'll just like curl up and die. Yeah. There's a Celsius block on your head. There is. The baby. Also, hey, Blego Pie. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, no. I need I need indirect sunlight, but like high temperatures to like maintain the spark of life. 15 to 21 is my ideal range. Oh, that's too cold for me. I live in Canada where it's like, I mean, this like gone by week is like the first week we've had where it's been like hotter than like fucking 22. Like maybe we had one day, I don't remember. You know, honestly, now that I think about it, most of this week has been overcast, so maybe not. Feed us the pics. Yeah, White, here, let me get them. I'll get some peanut butter cookie pics. White, make sure to send me the good pics. I'm like, give me those snaps, those cookie snaps. There we go. Look at them some cookies right there. Peanut butter cookies are always like a pleasant surprise. It's just like I never like crave peanut butter cookies until I eat the first one, and then I crave them a lot, and then I eat them all. That's how peanut butter cookies work for me. I would never think to like make peanut butter cookies or ask for peanut butter cookies or buy peanut butter cookies, but like once I have one, like the blood is in the water. Then I'm ferocious. Yeah. And there's no flour in them. It's pure peanut butter. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it used to be my favorite cookie. Aw, gotcha. What's your favorite cookie now? Peanut butter cookies and snickerdoodles are S tier. Snickerdoodles. I know the name. But I can never picture what they look like. Oh, these are the ones that have like brown sugar in them, isn't it? These are very good. Yeah, these are a very good cookie. Yeah, big fan of lemon ginger cookies. Oh, I've never had lemon ginger cookies. I like ginger cookies a lot though. Like ginger cookies. Okay. So ginger cookies have a special thing about them, which I think goes unsaid. Like the thing about ginger cookies is like not only do they taste good, but like they have good mouthfeel, if you know what I mean. Like you can get them. Like ginger cookies have a big range, of course, because you could have like ginger snaps, which like have like a satisfying like kind of like crunch to it. But then you have like, you know, a nice soft warm ginger cookie. Good mouthfeel. It's like for classic chocolate chip. Yes. A really good vegan recipe out there that uses coconut milk. Oh, interesting. That makes sense. Oh my god, I've been like, so we've bought a lot of chocolate chip cookies over the last few months, and I've realized something, and this is gonna, like, I was thinking about, like, I think I was having some yesterday. I was thinking about it. I was sitting there after the stream eating chocolate chip cookies, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Like, I've gotten, like, with age, I've realized that I like chocolate chip cookies when they have less chocolate chips in them. Like, I can't count the like bags of chocolate chip cookies that like I like, you know, the cookies are just like so loaded with chocolate chips. It's like there's just like so much chocolate chip. Yeah, thank you for the follow. So much chocolate chip, and it's like, you know what? Like there's a balance here. There's a balance that should be like strived for, and it's not always acquired. Like they don't always nail it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, see, like, if I want it, like, here's the thing. If you overload your chocolate chip cookies with, like, chocolate chips, at that point, I might as well just eat a handful of chocolate chips. I can do that on my own. Like, you just give me a bag of chocolate chips, I can, like, hammer that back. But, like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for cookie. That's why they're chocolate chip cookies. So it's like, you get a good, like, you gotta have a good mix of cookie to your chocolate chip ratio. And I feel like a lot of store-bought cookies don't get that. Like, agreed to one. That's called having a refined palate to have a balance of cookie to chip. Yes. Yeah. I brought you back Bubba Snack. Oh, Bubba Snack. By the way, it's like a banana wagon wheel. I'd eat that. I'd eat that really a lot. I like it. I look forward to Bubba Wheel. Give me Bubba Wheel. Yeah. Ideally, you want chunks of chocolate rather than chips too. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Like, but not like too big, because like chunks sometimes implies like a really big like chocolate chunk, and it's like, yeah. Like I guess that's where you get chocolate chunk cookies though, versus chocolate chip. But yeah, well, I don't like most cookies if they're not fresh baked. Fair. Lego Pie is just like presented with cookies and just like, nah, pushes them in the trash. Not fresh. Fair. Yeah, no. Like usually after streams, I am usually just like so unironically true. Fair. Yeah. I just like, I snack so hard after streams. I really gotta watch what I'm doing. Well, apparently I maybe don't, because I had a blood test. I got my blood test results back the other week, and they were like, oh my god, you're perfectly healthy. And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. That's good news, I guess. But also, I may have fucked up that blood test, so I probably shouldn't put a lot of store in those results. So, eh. It was also from April too, and I'm like, April, May, June. I've definitely done a lot of damage since then. So, but I get another blood test at the end of July. So, and hope. Well, they're actually for sure gonna call me back like right away after that one. So, yeah. I still can't stand Oreos unless they're the thin ones. Oh, the thin Oreos, those ones are really good. Yeah, they do slap. And see, that's the thing. This is something that I noticed because I have conversations with my mom about like food and things like that. And it must be like generational thing, but she doesn't like grasp sometimes like the idea that like the shape of food and like the actual like ratios matter. like the ratios are sometimes a factor, and like having those like thin Oreos, they're really satisfying. There's just something about them. They have a nice like, they just like, it's just a like nice subtle balance. You don't feel like you're overpowered by anything with those ones. Thin Oreos have too much cream to cookie ratio for me. Really interesting, because there's very little cream on them usually. Like, okay, you're gonna kill me. I want cookies so badly right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Fluff. Yeah. I sent more pictures of cookies, but my family seems to be devouring them. They will not last the night. No, I wouldn't figure. I like cookie. That's a mood. But yeah, no. It's, yeah. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Anyway, so yeah, it rained on me this morning. It's kind of nice though, because honestly, like that's the thing when you're like a house cat like I am, you kind of like, because you're just not like experiencing weather, if that makes sense. You don't experience weather more than like a window. It's like, oh, you know what? It's been forever since I've been caught in the rain. It's just been forever. Like, probably the last time I was caught in the rain was like, oh god, like last year. Maybe actually, you know what? It might have been 2019. The last time I actually remember being caught in the rain was 2019. It's been a minute, so I might have it backwards. I know the ratio of the thins is off. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I wouldn't want just like the thin Oreos, but like they're nice as a treat once in a while. Also, they snap well. Like they have just like a nice satisfying snap to them. Food texture is huge for me. Makes me wonder if on the spectrum. I don't know. I've heard that like that's sometimes a factor. Like if you're on the spectrum, like texture impacts your food selection a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, now I want cookies, though I am explicitly craving Nanaimo bars. One of my coworkers used to make Nanaimo bars, and they were like so good. They were like, one of my coworkers was this like little old lady. She was like not the last year I worked there, but it was like the second or third last year. Oh, it wasn't. No, it was like, it was not the last year, but it was the year before the last year. She sensory issues are also very prevalent with ADHD. Yeah, overlap a lot. Yeah, I could see it. Like, yeah. What was I gonna say? My coworker. She was like, she was just this sweet little old lady. She retired. And then like the very next year, I quit the job. But she retired that year. But she brought in the Nanaimo bars, and they were so good. Like, that was like right before everybody we got laid off for the year, so it was just really nice. I have lemon bar mix. I could use it to make some lemon bars. I don't think I've ever had a lemon bar before. I can eat lemons, like I like lemons. Like, I'm one of those people that can actually just bite into a lemon. It doesn't actually bother me. I don't know why. Like, I am sensitive to sour things, but a lemon usually isn't like punchy enough for it to really be sour to me. I don't know. Yeah. Lemons usually just like kind of, you know, they're fine. Like if I get a taco and like a tiny shred of lettuce in it, I'll notice it and be grossed out. Ugh, lettuce. That's fair. It's not for everybody. I'm like such a sucker. Like I used to be able to eat lettuce. Like lettuce is like fine. I can eat lettuce, but like I'm such a baby for baby spinach. Like once like I started getting like once I started eating baby spinach, I was just like, there's no going back. There's no going back. Baby spinach is just like so Mmm. Mmm. Like, like spinach leaves are like where it's at. It's so good. ADHD, autism is a Venn diagram, is almost a circle, but differences are, there are huge differences. Gotcha. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I'm like debating if I should like delve into the topic. Maybe. I'll take a bite out of a head of lettuce. Oh wow, that's powerful. That really sends a message to the room. If you take a bite of a head of lettuce, it's like, oh wow. honestly, if someone like just walked into a room and took a bite of a head of lettuce, I'd probably be like, I don't know why, but that makes me extra gay. I got some leaf lettuce to make summer salad rolls. I have brown rice, stuffed spring wrapper rolls. Oh, yeah. Very, very picky eater. That's fair. Yeah, I was way pickier when I was younger. Like I was like very, very, very picky, but I hit a point where like I kind of opened up a lot with like what I'll eat. On a rare occasion, there's something that might be like texture based that I might struggle with. Usually when it comes to texture, I'm trying to think, like I struggle with like processed meats sometimes because I just find them so like you bite into it and it's like biting into like, I don't know, it's just like so mushy. It's weird to me sometimes. But like yeah, I don't know. Which is one of the things that actually encouraged me to try and like push my diet to be more like vegetarian. Yeah. I was like, zero hyperbole, hate all fruit. What? Honestly, like fruit is something I could live off of. Like I could eat fruit every day. Like I could eat fruit every day and probably every meal as long as like it was different fruit over the course of the day. Vegetables, there's only a tiny handful I like, and they have to be prepared in ways that turn them into mush. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, see, like for vegetables, my big thing was actually the opposite. I couldn't eat mushy vegetables, but I could eat like vegetables that have snap to them, that are kind of crisp, and I can like kind of gnaw my way into the shape of it. Like that works for me. But like if they're just like cooked to a paste or ground to a paste, I struggle with that more. Yeah, which I guess like anyone who's seen my pizza before would probably know a little bit about like what I crave in like texture. Yeah. Soup and stews are pretty much the only place I can handle veggies. Okay. I used to be super picky eater, but I had a period of food insecurity a few years ago, and like having to eat whatever people would give me, basically obliterate all pickiness. Yeah, like the thing is no, I don't recommend it either. Like that's definitely going to be a struggle for sure. Like food insecurity definitely will like cause that. I know my mom talks about it like growing up because like they had a lot of food insecurity when she was like a kid, so she remembers being picky about things, but she also remembers like not being without, and then that made a big difference. But now I can't get enough of bell peppers and mushrooms. See, my big thing was like my taste for veggies. Like many of y'all know, I have a sweet tooth, so like I like things that are sweet. Here, just one sec. I'm just gonna make a quick adjustment here. I like things that are sweet, and for me, like, there we go. For me, like a big thing was like trying Thai food. Thai food actually really opened me up to like a lot more veggies because like having them in like a nice like sweet like sauce or broth or whatever was like such a huge like game changer for me, because then I could. It's funny because even though like the Thai dishes I like tend to be sweet, it was like it taught my palate like to taste the sweetness in veggie. So even when I was eating a dish that didn't have the broth or the sauce to it, I could I suddenly had like the like information in my head that was like, oh, this is sweet. You just have to like, there is like sweetness here. It's just more subtle. It wasn't like fruit where it just like punches you in the cheek. Like it was like once I had like a little bit of a sense for it, then it was like way easier to eat most veggies. Being forced to have half a decent diet would be, it would suck. But I kind of would love to not die from heart disease or cancer. That's fair. Yeah. And it's something that like I was also picky like growing up because like my mom grew up on like you ate like potatoes and like hamburger every meal. That's what she grew up on. Like maybe not even a hamburger, but you ate potatoes every meal. Your meal was majority potatoes and then like maybe something else. And I grew up like with that for a lot of years. It wasn't until I was probably like 12 or 13 that like we started to like branch out in what we ate here, which is why I'm always really like I can eat potatoes, but like I really strongly prefer fries. I can eat fries no problem, but like potatoes, like if it's not like the way we always ate them was just basically like, yeah, I can eat hash browns, but the way we used to eat them was basically just mashed, and mashed are just diced up, and I really struggled with them for a long time. Yeah. Oh yeah, hash browns. I can like down. Oh god. The thing is like if I go to like McDonald's and buy hash browns, like McDonald's hash browns aren't cheap, but I could easily spend $20 on hash browns just like that. I can't do like I won't because I'm cheap, but like I could eat $20 in hash browns. I guarantee it. Like there's no question. Like yeah. Potatoes are my favorite vegetable, and they're a starch. Universe hates me. What is your comfort food other than Thai? Homemade pizzas probably would be a comfort food, but like for like an accessible comfort food, popcorn's probably up there. I eat a fair amount of popcorn. Cactus Man, how you doing? Welcome. I'm doing okay. We're kind of just chilling out right now. End up eating a lot of fast food. Yeah, I like fast food. Actually, you know what? Comfort food. Actually, you know what? My comfort food is probably McDonald's. I'm not gonna lie, because like also as a kid, because my mom was a single mom, and for a long time we didn't live where I live now. We lived quite a piece away, and so it wasn't uncommon for her to like, you know, we needed to drive into town. And you know, she'd drop me off at daycare or whatever and go to work, but we'd often get like breakfast in the morning, or we'd get like supper on the way home at McDonald's, which is really common. Avocado toast is definitely mine, but avocados are too expensive right now for me. Avocados are super expensive. Yeah, it's us damn millennials. We've ruined the world by eating too much avocado toast. Damn, fuck us. Yeah, on a millennial type beat. You know, avocado is something that like I'd like to eat more of, because like on paper I think I like it, but I very rarely can remember an instance where I've eaten avocados, because I think I've had avocado. I think when we went out for sushi we'd have avocado something. Yeah, but I can't really remember. Yeah. Oh my god, that's like what is it? What is it called? Tempura. Oh god, like so like we were talking about hash browns. Tempura is basically just turning anything into a hash brown. I can go endlessly on tempura. Like there's no question. I could eat tempura like constantly. Like legit, one of my favorite foods period is Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts seared. That's one of my mom's favorite things too. Yeah, she used to hate them too, so it's interesting how that is. I don't put guacamole on my toast. I just slice an avocado. That sounds really good. Salt and pepper, everything. Bagel seasoning. Yeah. Yeah. I can't do shrimp, but I can do any other kind of tempura I can eat. Yeah. I just can't do, well, for one, two of my partners are allergic to seafood, so it's like I can't eat like any kind of shellfish because of that. But in general, I'm just not that interested in shellfish. I don't know, they're a little bit too leggy for me. Them leggy boys. Yeah. Never tried Brussels sprouts? What? Yeah. You're fair. You know what? Fair. Brussels sprouts get a bad rap. They have a bad reputation. You know. Yeah, they have a bad reputation, but I think they're actually pretty decent. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even kidding. Like, one of my first meals with one of my partners, we went to like a Thai place, and they hadn't expressed to me that they were allergic to shellfish at that point, and I actually didn't know Thai food contains a lot of shellfish oil usually. So it was like, oh, yeah, eating shellfish would be selfish. Yeah, Jeldon's icon, welcome. I suppose it sucked when I was a kid, but they got bread for flavor over the years. I never really thought about the fact that I suppose some vegetables and things change over the years. Yeah. Jeldon. Yeah. Curry is so comforting, honestly. Maybe I'll make that soon. Curry's good. I haven't had just like a good solid like curry by itself in a long time. I've tried recently to do things with bitter melon because of my love for bitter things. I always struggle with bitterness. Bitterness is like usually a big turnoff, which is why I really struggle with vegetables for a long time. But then, like I said, eating Thai food started to like teach my brain that it's like, oh, not all, like there is a sweetness to vegetables, but you have to like know where to look for it. It's like in there. It's in there. Or maybe I've just eaten so much Thai food that like I just taste like green beans and I just can naturally, like my memory just kicks in. I don't know. One or the other. I for sure my curry, but I don't think it would be spicy enough for you. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. There's a sweetness to them. There is. Yeah. Maybe it's just my brain. I think it might just be my brain, actually. Vermilion with fermented black beans is good. Ooh. Yeah. I want tempura now. I know I shouldn't, like, the thing is like I have a very good option for getting like hash browns though. Like, so easy. It would be so easy for me just to go and buy hash browns every day. To be fair, like you can actually just buy store-bought hash browns and buy a big pack of like 50, and it's like a little expensive, but it's like, well, it's a cost, but it's like I could at least cook them at home, and it's gonna be way cheaper than buying McDonald's hash browns all the time. Yeah, peas too. Peas are a funny one for me because they were actually a vegetable I loved as a kid, like because we used to have, like, where I used to live, there was a lot of gardening. You grew a lot of your own vegetables and stuff like that, so we often had pea pods, and like eating peas like right from the garden, I could do that all day. That was great. Pea pods are excellent. But like you cook peas and I'm like, you've ruined art is what you've done. Like I can't stand cooked peas. I can eat them now, but it's just like, yeah. Oh yeah, I cook hash browns in the air fryer. That's the way to do it. It's very good. It cooks them super fast. Yeah, I liked Elves as kids, but now I hate them. For some reason, talk about hash brown makes me want hush puppies. Hush puppies is something I'm not super familiar with. Yeah. Not sure what a hush puppy is exactly. I'm looking at it right now. It's like it looks good. Yeah. Well, except those wasabi peas. Yeah, you gotta be careful with those. Yeah. Hey, Mud Eater. Yeah. Actually bought a bag of dough today so I can make this dish soon. I have some good Berkshire ground pork I bought for that purpose. I was doing so good at not eating pork for so long. I swore off pork like back in probably 2008, 2009, like probably 2008. I swore off pork. I was like, no more. I can't eat it. I shouldn't eat pork. And then in 2019, I broke it for my good friend. I broke it for my good friend's cooking show, local kitchen man of legend, Keed. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Local kitchen man of legend, Keed. I broke it. I broke my like, yeah. Hey Bastion, how you doing? I said that I wouldn't eat pork, but I was like, no. For local kitchen man of legend, I will eat a little bit of pork. And now I've been eating pork ever since. It's so good. So much for having morals. Yeah, Google says hush puppies are cornmeal fritters. Oh. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm gonna be able to change Keith's title soon. Honestly, colder nights are so nice. I love sleeping in cold wrapped in a mountain of blankets. Yes. I will not be careful with them. You will have to fight me for them. Careful of what? What are we being careful of? Oh, those wasabi peas? Oh, you can have them. Like, I like wasabi peas, but like, I'm not in love with them like you are. I'm like, you clearly love this. You can eat them all. Yeah. Yeah. Love that he has a picture. Well, yeah. I have enough stories that involve local kitchen man of legend Keed. I have enough stories that involve this character right here that it's like it helps to have a visual representation when I talk about kitchen man. But yeah. Love pork. Pork is bacon. I like pork more than bacon, but like, yeah. Pork is the most diverse of meat. Pork is so good. I hate it. It's so good. It's so good, but I feel like it's like I like pigs. Pigs are cute, and I'm just like I feel like in my family, like most, like my mom's vegetarian, and like, you know, there's a little bit of that energy of just vegetarian energy going around, and so I'm like, but it's not related to like not eating animals. It's just because she's like, oh, vegetables are just healthy for you. Meat isn't that great for you. So like that's where like her vegetarianism comes from. And then there's just like, I'm like that too, but then there's also just like pork. I'm like pigs. Pigs are pretty cute. Why do animals have to be so cute and taste so good? I know, right? And the cuter they are, usually the better they taste. That's rough. What a cursed fate. Yeah. Whether or not you're up for pride, if you're down for hanging out, I have 2 udon bowls. Ooh. And BBQ pork. Except how with our names on them. Oh. Duly noted. Gonna have a chill evening. Hey, that could be a thing. I'd be down for that. I haven't been out in ages. I feel like I've lost my touch for society. I'll try to like be the most social I can be. I'll try to be sociable. Yeah, I'm hopefully down for pride. Admittedly, honestly, just with all the like crappy like news lately when it comes to like just like everything go down in the US and everything like that, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's throwing a little bit of water on things for my energy for going to pride. Especially like, honestly, there's like, I'm not saying that it's not a reason to like go, but there is definitely like, there's a level of like nerves to it for me, because it's just like there's danger to these things. So it's just like, God, I wish I could afford to go to a good ramen place. Oh my God, I went out for ramen in 2020, 2021? No, 2021. Yeah, I had good ramen. October 17th, 2021. It was the last time I had like it was the last time I had a nice big like bowl of ramen. It was good. God, I wish I could afford to go. Yeah, food's so expensive. Like lamb. I've never had lamb before. Don't know if it could just make wrong. I go to Pride if I had anyone to go with. Yeah, and that was like my thing too. Like I wanted to go like my first couple of years, but I also like things didn't shake out, so it's just like it wasn't in the cards. Ours was pretty tame. The first Pride I definitely bawled. It's a really moving experience. Aw, well, that's really sweet. Yeah, possibly going to take my brother to get some ramen tomorrow. Ooh, that'd be nice. So good, but it's also about 45 minutes away and very expensive. Oh yeah, the ramen I went out for, I don't know how much it was, but I can only imagine it was very pricey. Yeah, my BF covered the cost. And honestly, if I had tried to pay, it would have probably just put me in a headlock, honestly. So, but yeah, no. Pride's always been like in a weird spot for me because I've either been like too far to go with people, like it just wasn't a viable thing, or just ended up being a year where it didn't shake out. Yeah. I just hope if I go to Pride event, I don't get gate kept for being ace het. I mean, if they're gatekeeping you, fuck them. It's not a Pride worth going to. Yeah, because like being ace is still part of the LGBTQIA plus 2S. Yeah. Oof, Thunder and Lightning, got a blast some music in my headphones. Do we have Thunder and Lightning? Must be more on your end of things. All right, Kumi, you have a good night. Yeah, I've been like talking for an hour. I suppose it's probably time I get going with Rogue Legacy. Yeah, sorry I'm not as like energetic or as upbeat as I usually am. Just how things are. Just how things are. Yeah. It's a DC Pride this past weekend. Honestly, nearly cried. Oh, that's really sweet. You know, I don't know what to wear to Pride. I'd like to like pick out a nice outfit to wear to Pride, but it's like also I have the unfortunate side effect of I can't be in direct light for too long. So it's like, oh, I wish Pride events in my area were better organized. I never hear about them until it's already happened. Yeah, that's definitely happened at least once to me. But yeah, I didn't have anyone to go with for like the longest time, which was always kind of a bummer. It was I mean, like, and my option to go like with somebody would involve like I'd have to like probably drive like an hour and a half away, or well, I'd have to be able to get a ride half an hour away, I should say. So it was never really in the cards, but I'd like to go. It's beyond incredible to see something I was so personally anxious about so like openly broadly expressed. That's really nice, and it makes such a huge difference, right? That's why like I feel like it's super important to be like, you know, that's why like I feel a lot of like importance of being like out and visible, you know what I mean? Even though literally I live in like a single room and I haven't left in years. Like when I am out, I am like, you know, I am presenting 90% of the time. There's like 10% where maybe I don't present like in full. Yeah. I'd like to go with my girlfriend at some point, but we're long distance. Fair. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. Honestly, like, yeah, I don't know if any of my partners would be like, I think they'd like all be down if I asked, but it's also like, yeah, it's a different, I don't know, that's a conversation I haven't really had, but it's also because it hasn't really been an option to do that. So yeah, but it'd be nice to get out, because it's like, it's also something that's like I have such a like narrow perception of like my community that I live in. Like it's there. I know that there's people. I've met the council, and I know people in the medical like end of things. But it's like, as far as just like, you know, kind of outside of that, I don't know a whole lot of people. Yeah. So it'd be kind of nice just to go and see. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, Fox baby, how you doing? You know what? We'll get into Rogue Legacy too. Let's get into this. So we're going to load this up. Yeah. Goodbye, my child. Oh, loud. Rogue Legacy 2. Learn some self-control. Oh, that was very loud. Here, let me just like drop that down. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But like maybe right about there. Yeah. It's 12:30 a.m. Rip. All this food talk has me starving. Gonna lurk while I grill some cheese. Oh. Grilled cheese. Yeah. Hey, fair. Yeah, sorry about that. Food talk is always like such a... It does that. It does the same thing to me where I get like really hungry from it. It's such... The problem with food talk... Okay. Here's the thing about food talk. Food is such a universal thing that it's a very easy conversation to have. But it also has, of course, the ramifications that everybody's left hungry afterwards. Yeah. Aww. Hey, Pads. God, now I need a grilled cheese. Oh, yeah. Just a good grilled cheese. Rogue Legacy, you're not loading in here. What's your problem? There we go. Jeez, that took like... It's... Oh, there we go. I'm like, jeez, this is taking forever. Yeah. Okay, so... Here, actually... Yeah. I want a grilled cheese. Uh-oh, the grilled cheese, it's spreading. But it's like 5:40 a.m. That's the perfect time for a grilled cheese. Like, give me that like early morning grilled cheese. Hell yeah. Like, I'm about that. I'm about that energy. A grilled cheese is actually something you need at any time of the day. So we're gonna be starting Rogue Legacy 2 though. Yeah, let's get into this. So of course I've played the original Rogue Legacy ages ago. I actually played through it twice on stream, I believe. Did 2 whole playthroughs. I love toast. Like, holy fuck. Hey, fair. It's a mood. Yeah. I'm told I make amazing grilled cheese. Also make a good grilled garlic bread cheese sandwich. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. That sounds very, very good. Just gonna make a couple changes here. Yeah. There we go. Alright, late night ramen. Ramen's really good at night too. This is also food you can eat pretty much any time of day. Alright, so yeah, Rogue Legacy 2. Had a lot of people recommend this to me, of course. A lot of people asking, hey, when are you gonna play Rogue Legacy 2? And I'm like, I don't know yet. Well, I guess now's the day. We're playing it tonight. That's what we're doing. So I want to thank High Roller for hooking me up with High Roller or / Fond Dicks for hooking me up with Rogue Legacy 2. It's much appreciated, and I know that he enjoyed it a lot, so I'm really looking forward to playing this. So let's get into it. Also, I like the spooky orb. Time has passed and they have not returned. Estuaries have decayed. The kingdom demands deliverance. Yeah. Sign the contract. Yeah, my good friend Fonda Dix. And your children shall succeed you. Ooh. Oh, wow. Did you cast off? There's no turning back. Yeah, also, hey, I have a cat. I was super addicted to the first Rogue Legacy for a couple weeks. Okay, so we got our movement, feels very good. We have very stylish hair, which is excellent. There we go. Yeah, smash the tents. There we go. We managed to cross the waters undiscovered. A few guards patrolled the west walls, but we were able to remove them without raising a signal. At sundown, we'll start to send the wall. Provision should be waiting for us at the top. J. Also, y'all can give me heads over the volume is okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, this feels like Rogue Legacy. I've been hunkered here for the past few days as Z and her spies prep the west wall. They've rigged the trapdoors ahead so we can open them from below. Tonight we make our move. There are heavier patrols around, but with all the fighting at the bridge, there should be no time for reinforcements. Class talent. A shield? Oh, this is fair. Oh wow, this is like in the air spin kick. Okay, so it's just like off the lanterns. Ooh, okay, so you can catch it on. It's wide. The diving bell cables need to pass the interior ramparts. We're waiting for needed to pass the interior ramparts. We're waiting for us, just like Z promised, but our scouts underestimated how much we'd need. We're short a few hundred feet. Looks like we'll have to get creative. Hey Snibby, how you doing? Yeah. Sounds like a troll name, to be honest. The first time I saw Fonda Dix in the chat, I thought it was a troll. No, actually, it's one of my good local friends. I've known Fonda Dix for, oh god, like, probably, oh god, at least like 20 years. Yeah, he's just like that. Yeah. War pipes. Ow! Shall I have taken damage? Aerial recovery. Okay, so they want us to take a little damage and then they want us to tech it. They want us to forward tech it. Okay, fair. Whatever. Well, this is interesting because spin kick to gain height. Yeah. This is interesting because it feels very, very much like Rogue Legacy, but you can definitely tell there's been like a lot of improvements here. Yeah, hey Mish, how you doing? Looks like I've underestimated Z's charisma again. Below me, I can see all the misfits have joined our ranks. When did so many rebels join? From here, it seems like an endless sea. This is supposed to be a suicide mission meant only for a few. She's unknowingly rallied these souls to a lost cause, and my sins keep growing. At least your actual real life name isn't Dick. Me? No? Alright. There we go. Oh. There we go. Oh, gotcha. But I mean, anybody, like, you just, like, if somebody says, like, you mean, like, Dick? You'd be like, no, I mean, like, Richard. Like, that's, but I get the point. I do know where you're coming from. Here we go. This is it. The end of the line. Below us, there's a trick wall, which can only be opened with magic. Z said it should lead us straight to the Asterias? Tonight we live and die with the crimes I've committed. Ada, how you doing? What you up to? Good morning. How's things going? Spend mana, cast your spell. Okay, fire. Okay, so we restore mana by attacking enemies. Easy enough. Fire! Yes! In the air, kick open doors. Okay. Not up to anything. I spent an hour talking about Porge Moon. Porge Moon? Aw. Question mark? Stuff with a friend? Aw. Oh. You have 1,000 whispers, but you can't make out a voice. Oh, okay. It's. Break everything. Okay, okay, now we're into, I guess, the main castle. There we go. No, my money. No, my money! Okay, it's fine. Yeah. So, what is this? Okay, so it's just the entrance. Okay, so we're, like, in the castle now. Project Moon. Oh, the studio behind... Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I see. Jeez, I didn't realize they had so many games. Huh, more you know. Yeah. Because I've only heard of Lobotomy, Corporation and Library of Runia. Library of Runia, I definitely have to check out at some point. I'm like, it looks very big brain though, so I'm like, I don't know if my soft gray matter could handle it. Oh. No! My chest! Ah, fine, whatever. I should probably use a button for it rather than trying to use two buttons. Yeah, ooh. Yeah. Wonder Lab and Leviathan are comics. Limbus Company doesn't come out until the end of the year. Oh, okay, gotcha. So that's probably why I've only heard of like a couple things then. That makes sense. Also, I just gotta say, yeah, Rusted Moss, like, I'm, like, like, everybody was, like, really pumped that, like, when's Ada gonna play it? And I'm like, I don't know, but I gotta recommend it. Like, I think it's gonna really pop for you, because it's not just like on a mechanical level. I think you're gonna like its plot. It's interesting. Yeah. Oh, are you playing it tonight? Do you mind if I give the developers a heads up because like I mentioned that I know somebody that would probably be like very good at this, and they're like, oh, tell us the stream, and I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, okay, definitely. Like yeah, I'll like, I guess probably in like an hour, a couple hours when you start, I'll like, ooh, thunder. Maybe I'll send that message right now. It took a half hour. You took an hour and a half on it. Yeah, it took about an hour and a half, but it was probably closer to like 2 hours. But like, there's some like loss of progression like halfway through. Ooh, that was some big thunder. So just one sec here. I will send that message right now. Because I know if I lose power, I might not be able to. Yeah. Yeah. It sorry, just sending this message real quick. There you go. Like on okay. 4 hours. There. I just said like probably in about 4 hours time then. No pressure though. Yeah. Okay. Just said like approximately 4 hours. Yeah, just to give them a heads up, because they seemed really interested too. You hear 1,000 whispers, but I can't make out a voice. Okay. Ooh. Tonight might not have been, this stream might not have been destined to happen tonight anyways. Ooh, I didn't know you could bounce off the spikes like that. Oh, they're like brambles. Yeah. Oh, a book. Reading. The letter's old but carefully preserved. J. The rumors are true. The golden doors are real, and I found them. Doors will only open when the series have gathered together. I know it sounds crazy, but I have a plan to save everyone. But I can't do it myself. I need your help, and some people I can trust. Z. Yeah. Oh, best luck with the thunder. Yeah. Aw, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Canuck. How you doing? Yeah. So Rogue Legacy is kind of a weird one for me because I kind of like it, but I also feel like it plays into a lot of traits I don't like about roguelites. So I'm interested to see how much of that carries through into this game, into the second game. But it's a lot of things that like I feel like weren't as like because like my taste in roguelites tends to lean much closer to how to put it, like stuff like Gungeon or things where you're like dealing with a lot of like abilities or powers stacked together. I like didn't play Rogue Legacy 2 because I got bored. Yeah, and see that's the thing is like Rogue Legacy tends to kind of fall into a weird spot for like that's usually my problem with it too. Is like I like having a lot of things that I have to like keep track of and like manipulate to like, you know, work my way through stuff. And Rogue Legacy kind of just gives you like, it's like this is your character, and then that's like the only thing that really impacts anything. And that's usually not like, according to the weather radar, it looks like rain might clear out by 3:20 a.m. So that's like 2 hours from now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can hear it. It's like really pounding out there. But that said, like, it's not that I didn't like, well, it's not that I didn't like enjoy my time with Rogue Legacy 1. I did play through it a fair amount. I played through it at least twice, but yeah. Okay, good. I'm certain you'll vibe with Runia. Yes. Like, I've watched you stream it and it looks really good. My only thing is I'm like, oh, this does look really like big brain, and I might not be big brain enough for it. Oh yeah, give me the blue. Give me the blue stuff. Yeah. Oh. I definitely tell though, like popping on stream did pick up my mood because I was definitely in a pretty like rotten mood this morning. Actually, I wasn't in that bad of a mood this morning, but it just kind of soured over the day, which is a very good feel. But like I'll get there. Oh. Yeah, give me some money. It's like, that's the thing. So like, Rogue Legacy plays into a lot of traits I generally don't like in roguelites. Your character and everything is dictated at the very start of the run, which usually I'm not crazy about, like your weapon and that sort of thing, your magic and things like that. It's like, I like more versatility. Like I like to be able to be more like reactive. I like the run to change over time, stuff like that. But then it also plays into like a factor, which is that you're oftentimes like, you're upgrading your hub, which is really like, not that I don't enjoy like upgrading things, but it's like, it's also just like, it involves like kind of playing to lose to gain enough to upgrade your things, which doesn't, it always irks me a little bit because I like the idea that I should like, aw, Aussie guy, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Aw, how you doing? Welcome. I like the idea that you should be able to like pick up at any point and be able to at least maybe get a clear. Not that it's not possible with Rogue Legacy, just that it does feel really built around the idea that it's like, oh, well, this is how it is, and you gotta die a bunch to get like kind of at least like base strength, and it's like, I don't want to die a bunch to get base strength. I wanna just like get some cool things and then cook. Ah! Okay, there we go. I don't know why, but I thought those were gonna be like air vents. Oh, those nudes aren't spicy enough. Oh, not spicy enough nudes, huh? Well, I'm good. I hope you're doing good. I'm gonna go back to lurking. Oh, well, thank you, Aussie guy. Thank you for the sub, and you lurk away, all right? You take it easy, okay? I super appreciate it. Oh, I hate when the nudes aren't spicy enough. I feel like all my nudes aren't spicy enough lately. God, I had like, I was thinking I was gonna do a plunging stab there. It's not plunging stab. Oh, there's just a downswing. Ooh, it's... Oh, it's like... It's down and jump. It's not down and slash. Okay. I don't like that thunder. Making me really uneasy because it's very, very deep. Yeah. Oh, what's down here? Yeah, possible to be a Rogue Legacy at a base minimum set. But doesn't the speedrun take intentional deaths because it's faster? It is faster because the thing is like you're started with in Rogue Legacy with the equivalency of like a pea shooter, right? Like you're so weak starting out that it's actually just like faster to die over and over. Welcome to the Pishon Dry Lake. For your safety, all parties must be accompanied by a guide with a sun lantern. An additional letter has been nailed to the front of the sign. No trespassing by order of Estuary Irad. Pishon Dry Lake has been sealed off indefinitely. Did you seal the lake? Heading down into the deep below. Be careful. Overconfidence can be lethal. Even estuaries won't venture any farther without the sun lantern. Not many of the lanterns are left, and the ones that remain lost their ember long ago. If you restore the sun, I can reignite the ember. We'll talk more then. Okay. The goal then. Okay. Okay, fair. Sriracha obtained. Spicy noodles. I haven't had spicy noodles in like ages. I need some spicy noodles. Need them spicy nudes. Yeah. But that's like the thing is like I just... Oh, fuck. Don't mind me, I'm dumb. Yeah. Can't do anything with this. So that's not yet. Okay, so we just should go straight across. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Cool. I will say it's like for maintaining so much of the same like look as the original like Rogue Legacy, this does look a lot nicer. I think the secret was to make it a little bit darker, apparently. We have our dash, we can do that. Okay. Ow, jeez, I'm just jumping into things. Yeah. That's also like another part of like this is less like a roguelike problem, but it was something I didn't like about Rogue Legacy is you are playing a character that feels very large. Which makes it feel like a little bit clumsy, and it seems like this is a little bit oh, what is this? Yeah. Cost 35 resolve. Choose a relic to reveal its power. 0 resolve. Primary relics and resolve. Okay. Relics are powerful items that cost resolve to wield. Going below 100% resolve will lower your maximum health. Gain bonus resolve based on your total weight. Stay light can grant you 125 bonus resolve. Equip your maximum equipment weight to help keep your weight low. Okay. Oh, so like I have 225 right now. Well, I should see what this is. Until purified, any hit. See that? Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. I was literally just talking about this exact thing. Like, looks like it's a relic. It's something that's gonna like modify the run, and you know that's gonna maybe give me an edge potentially, or you know if I play my cards right or learn what each relic does, I'll know how to like make good builds. See, that's something that like I can get into. That's something I can like cut my teeth on. Whereas like the original Rogue Legacy didn't really have a lot in that direction, so it was just kind of like, you know, Until purified, any hit taken is fatal. Defeat 15 enemies to purify and gain 20% gold or an aether bonus. Okay, this seems good. Oh, okay, so I only get one. So we need to do what? I'm like, any hit is fatal. Oh, it'll be fine probably. Take out 15 enemies. Ooh. It's fine, it's fine. What's going on up here? Book! Give. Boy, oh boy, look what we have here. Never still has come to the roost. You seek in my power, right? Well, let me tell you something, kiddo. I see all. Beyond lies, beyond ego, beyond time. I see the apex of emotions where truth is laid bare. And you know what? I see when I look at you. I see a scared little soul with snot coming out of your nose and poop coming out of your butt. Oh, jeez. Kiddo, if you're this ugly on the outside, then what does it look like on the inside? Huh? Interesting. How many people you got in there, kiddo? Well, I don't know what game you're playing, but I won't stop you from taking my challenge. This might be fun. Any word of advice, kiddo? I have the power of empathy. Use... yeah, that's definitely your power, empathy. That's... use it to pass the trials. Listen to those who have fallen before you. Learn from their failures. Maybe, just maybe, you'll have a fighting chance. I'm putting me to sleep. Enter the heirloom. Sure. Inner demons. Okay. I guess we going down, I guess? Center. Maybe we going up. What do they want from us here? Maybe people would brag about being empathetic before. Oh my god. Lost again. Every path I've taken has been wrong. Alright, Demetrius, calm down. Remember the lesson your elders taught you? He who gives you only two choices always hides a third. Secret third choice. Secret third choice, huh? Breakable floor? No. Okay. Ow! Attune the memory fragments to your subconscious thoughts. What? How do I attune? Okay, this ain't it then. What do they want from us here? That's a third. What could they... There we go. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Like a little bit more variety going in. Also, I just gotta say though, this isn't like the like, you know, lay Rogue Legacy out, because like I think it's an A-okay game. It's just not my, it's not like in the bullseye of my like more favored roguelites. But I think it's like at its time, like it was definitely like pretty standout, and it's something that like it was definitely a popular game. So it's like I think it's good. It's just like, yeah, just my taste tends to lean a little bit of a different direction, but I've heard Rogue Legacy 2 is quite good and even better as far as that sort of thing goes. Answers a lot of my problems that I had with the first game. Been down here for hours, not sure what to do. Obstacles are just hidden opportunities. What did the elders mean? Could I use these spinning chains to my advantage? I'm too scared to try. Easy. Yeah. Give me. Oh, that's many. Smash that statue. Let's fucking go. What? No. Oh no. Lady Triss has been slain by a hazard. Aw, what? That's pretty cool. I like how it tracks you around. Oh, what? Relic was cursed. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 characters to pick from. Okay. Yeah, a switch. Great health and mana. Veteran, 5% weapon crit. Can attack while moving. It looks like there's a little bit more going on with differences between characters. Okay. Attack while moving. Dash attack. So this is just the class-related stuff. Shield. Sear shot. Tesla spike. Prismatic spectrum. Yeah. Does prismatic spectrum mean that like Sir Timothy is super gay? Because if that's the case, I think we gotta go with Sir Timothy. Place this character reveal his trait. I'm kind of curious what this antique ivy seed is though. Like why is it purple, you know? We'll go with this one. Yeah, no winter. All right. Oh, healthy populace is working. Populace traits now get more gold modifier. Healthcare unlocked. Hey, that's a good thing to unlock. Is your first thing. Someone sees obvious, who's obviously in distress mode. Using my powers of empathy to detect that this person has bad vibes. You can always granted it its access to healthcare services and amenities. Nice. Certain traits now give gold bonuses. Okay. Gonna build us up a little castle. Archer. Yeah. Bows for foes. Fetch foes from far. Fletch. Foes from afar rain down pain with an assortment of arrows. Rangers can't take much damage, but they don't have to when they're shooting their enemies from a million miles away. Well, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Okay. Good home needs good foundation. Unlike blacksmith, yes. What the blacksmith lacks in creativity makes up for in age. Seems kind of rude. Gather blueprints for him and he'll strain his tired bones in order to craft you the most exquisite armaments you've ever seen. Okay, well, that's nice, I guess. Bring Lady Quinn down to the docks so she can teach you some fearsome moves. Training dummy. Learn the most captive enchantress with a palace of pillows? Oh, yeah. I like the sound of that. It sounds like a good napping location. Don't let her height fool you. The enchantress is smaller than she looks. Fair. Been there. Find runes for her and she can imbue you with magical powers. Gain abilities, siphon life from your foes, redirect damage, and improve your magical repertoire. Okay. Learn from your ancestors' past mistakes, gain permanent bonuses for dying. Well, that just sounds like an obvious thing, because we're probably gonna die at least once. And Sage Totem unlocked. Every warrior is bound to him, allowing their wisdom to pass on to others. You now gain XP mastery for each class, gain XP. These are like just like standard mechanics, right? We need these. Max rune weight capacity, max weight capacity. We need 12 something to do that. Increases vitality, raising max HP. We'll do training dummy. This is Lady Quinn loves everything about combat except causing pain. She became a living trainee dummy and now teaches everyone how to fight all day long. Lady Quinn can teach you advanced combat maneuvers down the docks. Okay. So I guess we'll just put our money into more sand pits. Great place. Unlocks Valkyries, unlocks mages, unlocks barbarians. Well, we're opening with Valkyries for sure. Girl meet boy. Attack from afar, up high, or down low with their long range and their ability to attack in any direction. Valkyries are considered the cheesiest of soldiers. Yeah. I made you yawn. Yeah, that's my power. That's my strength. It's my secret power. It's a gym, but with weapons instead. Arsenal. Okay, like. Okay, so I can't afford anything else at this point. Okay. Okay, there we go. My Ashley the Ranger Ivy. Oh no, I didn't get to read that. I was too busy trying to. Damn it. Okay, whatever. Ivy seed. Create an ivy canopy every time you do an aerial recovery. Okay, that's interesting. Kind of a passive trait then. Thanks for helping. Thanks for helping me build the my black shop, kid. I ain't got a lot to my name, but I promise you your investment in here, blacksmithery, will pay off. Okay. I can't make much because I ain't got any blueprints, but if you and me work together, boy, we can make some unimaginable things. I mean, that literally got me some amphithesia. I can't see no pictures up in this noggin. That's why I need those blueprints. Fair. Yeah. So here's the deal. You give me blueprints and I'll charge you money to make them. It's win-win. I win because I get free blueprints, and then I win again because I get a customer. Well, damn, it's got a good system going. Anyway, enough dilly-dally. Let me show you what I got in back. Okay. So I probably should have saved some money for this. I can't make it. That's okay. Oh, Ducky, thank you so much for this exquisite, extravagant tent. The ka flowing through it is so overwhelming that it's making me dizzy. Just kidding, I saw a price tag talk about cheap. The only thing making me dizzy are the fumes from all the cleaning agents I had to use. I mean, I tried my best, God. Yeah, couldn't you get a girl anything better? Well, beggars can't be choosers, so I've decided not to be poor anymore. Well. Now let's talk about magic with a capital M. For money, because don't let me tell you, Ducky, enchantments are not cheap. Let me find me some sweet runic stones that can grant you powers you couldn't even dream of, like stealing the life force from your enemies, or being slightly magnetic. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I'm slightly no, I'm not slightly magnetic. I have my passive trait, for people that don't know, is I have gecko hands. I can softly stick to surfaces. That's it. Beggars can't be choosers, so I'm choosing not to be poor. Such a statement. Yeah, I guess so. That's it. That's all I've got until you find me those runic stones, Ducky. Yeah. My passive trait is that I'm 8 at. That's fair. That's a good passive trait. Yeah. Yeah. When I play cards, I can pick up cards just by putting my fingertips on the backs of the cards. Yeah. Hello, this is a nifty place you have here. My name is Lady Quinn, and I'm excited to meet you. I'm a living dummy. That's me. That's my other passive trait. And I know everything about weapons and stuff. Oh. Lady Quinn has one-upped me instantly. I see how it is. Yeah. I love everything about them, so if you have any questions, just ask. I could talk your butt off about them. And who knows, maybe you could learn a trick or two. And sorry for the stuttering. It gets worse when I'm feeling shy. Oh. Okay, well, nice talking to you. Oh, I love rangers. Bows are one of my favorite weapons. Bows are built for power, so if you shoot while airborne, expect a lot of pushback. But that also means if you shoot downwards while airborne, you can technically keep yourself afloat. Trust me on this one. Science is complicated, so try not to think about it too much. Nice. Oh. Oh, okay, this is quite a bit different. Yeah. Yeah. A powerful buff to all database skill checks. Oh, very good, very good. Yes. Cute. Yeah. Behold, I am a sage totem, and you're now bound to me. All your knowledge will be housed within my spirit wood. To gain mastery in one profession is to gain advantage in all. What we share knowledge makes us strong. That is all. Why are you still here? My monologue is over. I am bad at idle banter. Mondays, am I right? I mean, it's a Friday. It's a Saturday. Oh, there's a lot of question marks. Okay, fair. One must pay the toll. Yeah, I have like, what, like 80 gold here. Take it. Like, go wild. Okay, we loading ourselves a dungeon. Spirit wood, I don't like it. Your 1,000 Whispers can't make a voice. Okay. Oh, hey, it's this guy again. So you're next in line to sign the contract. Everything in the name of duty, I presume. Never stop to think about what you might be losing. Well, if you're looking for treasure, you'll have to find the king's children first. Can't get through those doors otherwise. I've tried. Oh. Okay, this will take a little bit to get a feel for the bow. It's not as like free of an angle. It's, yeah, it's like fine. But hey, I mean, like range, right? Ooh, wow, it is really thundery out though. We'll do maybe one more run at the very least. I don't know if I want to press my luck with this. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, that's a nice addition. They actually put a little like arrow where the enemies are. It's kind of nice when they're off screen. Ow. Okay. You can't like softly shoot them either. It's like kind of full tilt at set angle. Oh. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. I mean, that's like the whole thing right now is we're gathering money. So I guess I should probably try and break all these things. I'm trying to get a feel for like just the arcs on this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. This is precious. Yeah. Thank you. Oh. What's the deal with this? Oh, it has like armor. Is that what's going on? Okay, so we have to break its armor. Okay, this is interesting. What? Yeah, that's right. There we go. I appreciate the fact that like that thing like we broke that thing's axe by letting it crack me in the skull. Yeah. We're figuring out my character's hardness. Yeah. Permanent relics and resolve. Okay, we know a little bit about this. So we don't know what any of these do though. Ambrosia. Liquefied red aether given to those deemed worthy. Perfection is the drive, not the goal. weapon skills crit can now apply magic break for 2.5 seconds. Okay, so this is like already answering one of my big complaints with the original, which is that there's like at least 670 damage, increase max HP by 36. Give me the max HP. Give it to me. Oh, okay, they have reach. Okay, I kind of regret not taking the. Oh, we got a lot of chests. Like, I kind of regret not taking the health all of a sudden. Oh, cool. I guess I'll just die. Oh, God. Well, we're off to a great start, aren't we? Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's send in a new kid. Let's see. I guess we'll try the spear. We'll try the spear. That was a bad run, honestly. Not gonna lie, got a little bit greedy, a little bit too greedy given how bad I am. Cost 100. Barbarians believe eating vegetables makes you weak. They also have scurvy, so what do they know? Yeah, everyone can learn magic. Not everyone can grow a sick beard. Fair. Okay. Don't let their bulky bodies and low IQ fool you. Barbarians are some of the most agile warriors in the kingdom. Armed with powerful axes, barbarians are a whirling wheel of death. You like to switch classes of barbarian? No, we want to see what the other one. The spear one, the Valkyrie is like. Okay. Oh, I should have read that. It smells a little toxic, if I'm gonna be honest. I have exactly enough. Yeah. Lifesteal rune. Become AB plus and take everyone's blood. That's a mood. Become magnetic. Increases magnetic distance and makes coins fly towards you. Yeah, okay, this checks out. Alright. I like it up here, you know, if it wasn't for all the monsters and dangers and monsters, these docks would be pretty nice. Plus, I am getting a nice wood tan. Fair. This is the knowledge I have retained. This is your worth as a person reduced to a number. Zeros! That's me. Here's your 10 gold, enjoy. Okay, let's do better this time. That was pretty sad. That was pretty sad last time. I don't know where, like, I guess I wasn't used to using the bow. Simple as that. Okay, this is... I know, I heard that. The dummy was just like... Yeah. This is cute though, this is very cute. Let's be a little bit more cautious. What's in here? Yeah, hear 1,000 whispers but can't make out a voice. Oh, treasure. Oh, goodbye. Yeah. I mean, this looks like a boss room. What ultimately am I gonna gain by not doing it immediately? Okay, I like this class already. Can't do no. Okay, well fine then. Honestly, kind of. Having a little bit of like directional, like do a flip. You do a flip. Do the boss immediately? Okay. Okay, we're back down to the dry lake. Yeah. Fire! Fire! Yeah. Okay, so we'll head back here. Boss time, let's do it. My body's ready. Risk level, oh, well, this is clearly low risk. Should be fine. Fire, how you doing? What are you streaming? What are you up to? Throne room doors are currently sealed. Okay, never mind. I feel like there's almost enough of an angle, but yeah. Final Fantasy Legends 2 for Game Boy. Oh, jeez. It's a callback. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, gain a blessing of talent. Blocks mid-sized projectiles. Hold for 2 charges. Charges over time. Well, that seems good. Makeshift explosive. Blocks mid-sized projectiles. Hold 2 charges. Recharges over time. That seems really good. Curio shops and the power of blessings. Curio shops grant powerful blessings to those who partake in their wares. Switch weapons to gain blessing of strength for bonus weapon damage. Switch spells, blessing of wisdom for bonus magic damage. Switch talents to gain blessing of talents for bonus resolve. Okay, nice. Okay, so like they're doing exactly what I wanted them to do. Doing exactly what I wanted, which is adding like elements you have to play with, like kind of mid-run to like yeah, so you can like kind of make a little bit of a build or adjust your like, you know, your loadout and things like that. So that's nice. I got past the part that I could never beat as a kid. Oh, hey, that's good. So is it like is it one of those like long-term games where it's just like I never beat this, but I gotta beat it someday kind of thing? Yeah, Gloop. Yeah, same spot. Exactly. Okay, gotcha. There's a little bit of a vendetta, huh? Yeah. You playing Final Fantasy Legends 2 with Revengeance. Yeah. Gloop, how's this going? Yeah, you gotta cook that egg. You gotta cook the big egg. Egg. Gain the blessing of wisdom. Send a fire blast towards foes. Explosive impact, burn. Blah blah blah. Yeah, give me fireball, explosive impact. Well, it said that like it improves my magic a little bit by changing it up. Yeah, cast fireball. Yeah, the big egg. Things are wonderful. I want the big egg so bad. Yes, egg. When the fire got to the spot, guess what? It was actually tough. Oh. I should probably be more cautious with those. Try to preserve some potential HP. Yes, give. Or, okay. Oh, fuck. I was thinking I could air dash. There's no air dashing. Oh, I didn't know you could stand on these. Okay, I've been down here already. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at our map. Looks like we need to go up to the top. Okay, so we'll just go back up the way we came. But anyways, well, thank you, Fire. Thank you for the raid. It's a little bit of an off night for me. I'm not running at 100%, but like, I'll get there. But I wanted to get Rogue Legacy 2 started. And maybe we'll do a little bit of hard space Shipbreaker because I want to get out of debt. Yeah, it'd be like that. But there we go. Yes. Yes. What? I keep thinking it's gonna be health. Yeah. Oh, the big axe. Yeah. Bonus weapon damage. Give me the bonus weapon damage. Only ground attacks regenerate mana. Ground attacks always skill crit. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, now I have an axe. Oh, yeah. Spin. Spin to win. Yeah. Spin. Ah. Ow, shit. Oh, there's like not exactly a lot of knockback on the air spin. Ah! Rude. Okay. What? Can't reach. My axe is stubby. I missed when I had a spear that had reach. But I guess I made this choice, didn't I? Well, I mean, it works. It does. It can spin. It can spin, and it hits pretty hard. So what is that? Oh, who has stumbled upon into my abode? Sweet child, has thou lost thy way? I am Aneke of the shawl. I am heirloom, an item of immeasurable power, and I can grant my strength to those deemed worthy. Those who seek me are hard and powerful warriors, but dear child, thou are soft and pudgy, very pudgy. It is like cookies. Yeah. Inside me lies the power of momentum. Conquer my challenge, and the power shall be I shall claim. But warn these dangers. Warn thee, child. The dangers are real, and the consequences severe. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah. New roads traveled. Okay. Oh, they're gonna let me dash in the air now? They weren't doing that earlier. Oh, it's the ability we're unlocking. Oh. Oh, wow. Mistakes were made. Little did they know I was perfectly equipped for this challenge. Ah! Okay. Oh shit, that was dumb. So what am I doing? I just seem to be doing a lot of rooms back to back? Question mark. Oh. Okay. Oh, whoa! Okay, I thought I was gonna spring up more from that. Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. Like, I'm not buying it. What? So the end of that? That work? We gotta unlock air dash. Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, gimme. Oh, I have to be on the ground. Congratulations, sweet child. That was proven thou so thine self worthy. Now come and claim thy inheritance, the power of momentum, and let our souls bind together. Yes. Wait, what? You now dash in the air. Oh, excellent. Hey, Bostronic, how you doing? If you keep kicking the lights, you can get a bit more height as well. Okay. I wasn't even getting to the lights was the problem. Okay. No. Up. Now. No growing. Oh, that's beautiful. I was pretty sure in the original you could air dash, so. Puzzle, challenge limit, time limit. Oh. No. No. This is such a small time limit. No. What? Ugh, fine. Whatever. It's such a short time limit. You know what? Honestly, this mushy chest is kind of a mood. I'm about it. I'm like, I've been there. I'll respect it. That was me today. The mushy chest. Ow. Ow. You think that's gonna do way more damage? Are you leaving a good legacy? That seems, well, actually so far not really, but we're gonna try our best. Mushy chest is all of us. God, okay, that was not what I was expecting. Give. Oh, the cape. Okay. Oh, bars. Give me the bars. Yeah. If I mush, you all mush. Mush. Ah! Ah, shoot. That was definitely not my strongest play. None of them have been tonight, I guess. But hey, that is how it is sometimes. The axe is pretty good though. I do like it. Oh, the axe. Oh, they get a gold bonus depending on who we take, huh? Yeah. I like the axe. Okay. I'm like magic. By magic, I'm like weapon. Make more with this. Make more stabbing. Stabbing's a kind of magic. I've been a blacksmith all my life, kid. Knew it'd be my passion the moment I first picked up a hammer. Some people feel bad for me, wondering how I could spend my whole life doing the same thing over and over. Truth is, I'm one of the lucky ones. So many people out there spend their whole life looking for purpose and never finding it. Just always looking, never committing. Okay, what I'm trying to say is you buying something or what? Oh. Yeah, no. I'm good. Probably should have. Star floated close to me the other day. It was translucent and had these long tendrils. It was beautiful. At least I think it was beautiful. I didn't think of it. I don't think it was a star. Either way, I didn't get a good look. I was scared, so I climbed down and hid. Oh, well, that sounds like a nightmare. It's knowledge I've retained. This is your worth as a person as a number. We leveled up the Valkyrie 1 level. I don't don't think there's anything we can like really spend money on at this point. So we go up here real quick. Yeah, we're just short. It's okay. Okay, you know what? It's okay. Fortunately, in this game, even a bad run is ultimately progression, so. All right. Okay, time for a good run. Let's do good this time. Okay, we have air dash now, which is great. Oh, great, cool. This is not gonna be great. Okay. This is a trait. I love not. Oh, that's an axe. Okay. God. Who would want to see the lovely like enemy artwork anyways? That you know, eating gay cookies. Oh, very good. Certainly not me. What's this trait? Let's find out. Puritan, everything is lewd. Okay, fair. I made a bad mistake. The future successor's bargain. Oath relic. Depart this world. Increase your current gold by 35%. One lost life for one lineage gained. Ignore your humanity. There's no better bargain. Rage. Tincture? Yeah. What are you fighting? I can't tell past the sensors. What makes the cookies okay? I do. Mood. I don't really. Increases your current gold by 35%. Take this. Let's see what it does. After taking damage, deal 100% more damage during the invincibility window. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, yeah, yeah, this isn't no good. This trade is gonna be hard to deal with. Oh, destroy all targets, okay. Don't lose health, okay. God. We're gonna have to work for these. Oh. But I bounced off of it. Keep bouncing. I did. Give me my chest. Give it to me. I don't know if I can bounce off these. Okay. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give. Yeah! Lucky roller rune. Weigh your dice. Skill crits have bonus chance to become super crits. Super crits! What's happening? Why are the flying objects censored? Because they're balls. Oh, we got some blood. I don't even know what that does, but it's ours. can't make those out yet. Oh, axe again. A little bit of money. Like, I can already tell that, like, why are they balls? Because it was a challenge? Question mark? Oh, right, I forgot our trait that we have, which is apparently to yell away projectiles. Yeah. Puzzle challenge. I'm great at puzzles, I can do this. No jumping. Oh, okay, don't jump. No jumping. What? How? What? No jumping. How am I supposed to do that? Whatever. Get squished chest. Yeah. Okay, fine. I guess we're going down and to the right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Ow, fuck, I keep jumping into things. I don't know what's causing this. It's just me getting used to the game, I guess. Yeah. Cause I actually feel like this character like scale is like better in this one, but it's also like he's still quite large. Ow, fuck. That one was just me jumping on into it. What? No. Okay, fine, whatever. Oh. Yes. Oh. Lunch. Yes, there we go. Good. Use the good stuff. What is this? Okay. Echolocation. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Ow. Oh my god. Ah! It's like I'm a fucking bumper car. Okay. I think I was used to games with tighter hitboxes. Yeah, probably a little bit. Oh, what is this place? Oh, it's a new area. I see. Interesting. I want this crown. Give. Yeah. Magic. That's okay. I'll get used to it. Yeah. Hey, we're getting lots of money though, so that's pretty good. Oh, I want to go up there. Let me... There. Okay. Oh shit, the floor left. Yeah. Floor abandoned me. My moment of need. Okay, so we're going down this way. Unbelievable. We got a chest that's up there. Give. Ah. This has got a big booty hurt box, it's true. Oh. Yes, come up and fight me. There. Yeah, since their ball is best balls. Yeah, well, I mean, like, you can't show this stuff on Twitch. That's ridiculous. Yeah. It's like it's some graphic steel balls there. Okay. Yes, yes. No, no. Okay, I just learned a thing. I was like, can I like slash dash cancel? I can. That's pretty good to know. So now I don't have to feel like locked into my slash nearly as bad. Yeah. Oh, got stabbed. Oh, okay. Give me chicken, please. I just want a chest that's full of chicken. Yes. This whole run I've just been like, I'm just being chased by balls the whole way. Yeah. It's been nothing but balls. Yeah, beginning to end. Oh fuck. The thing with the sensor, the mosaic that actually like gets to a person is the fact that it's harder to identify like the enemy's like actual wind up for like projectiles and things, so that, yeah, that makes sense. But hey, at least we made some good money that time. All right. I don't know if I want the trait clumsy. It sounds. So I think this one was in the original. It just breaks like the background objects when you walk by them, which is pretty good. CIP gold. CIP. What does CIP mean? I don't know. We'll do clumsy. Who is my character? We'll find out in a minute. Can I buy this? Find attacks, loop, and save on Charon's Levy. Unlocks the living save. It's only 50. Before being transmogrified, the living save hid money for the rich to keep from the poor. Now that he's on your side, he doesn't seem so bad. Oh my god. The percentage of gold you give Charon is held by the living save. Okay, so yeah, that'll be at least something. We need more attack power. Oh, who's this? He demanded a place where he could ferment his screws, and you blush. Oh, it's a distillery. Sure, I guess. Yeah. Architect unlocked. The definition of old. The architect was. Wasn't the blacksmith like also old? Are we just calling everyone old on this island? Is that how this works? I mean, I guess we were just like born or something, or it's our legacy or something. I don't know. The architect has witnessed the death of over 1,000 sons, has seen the rise and fall of humanity to ape kind. Pay his fees. Massage. I don't know what that means. His ego. Massage his ego. I don't know. I actually don't know. And he'll lend you his power and keep the kingdom from changing. So this is, what is this, a standard number 2 pencil in his ear? I just noticed that while writing this. There you go. Yeah. I like that all the descriptions feel like they're written by somebody who hasn't seen the game yet, and they're just writing it as they go. Enter the harness, and before entering, then restore health and mana when entering the boss chamber. It sounds also really good, so let's buy it. Gain armor bonus. Okay. Oh. Duelist. Duels and dance battles have two things in common. They both start with D, and they both end with somebody dead. When somebody's dead, okay, well, that seems reasonable. Stab, jab, dance around your foes, turn those chumps into lumps. Duelists are all about the finesse, dodge attacks, and dish out damage with 1-2 combo attack. Okay. Yeah, we'll try a duelist. Gym. Dexterity up, huh? Raising dexterity raises damage on weapon crits. Okay, let's see what we got. We're gonna be the clumsy duelist. Hey, what? You can attack the chimney? Ah. Yes. I'm helping. Yeah. Hey kid, you had a note? Well, before you leave, don't forge get to buy something. Like that bit of blacksmith humor right there. Jackson says you should buy something. You should buy something. You don't buy that. Actually, you know what I should be buying is I should be buying magnetic, which I don't think I can afford. Lucky roller, skill crit 7 bonus. Okay, so that's been added. It's like I don't have enough. Yeah, I feel like forge get would be better. Yeah. What's the girl gotta do to get some pizza? Mood. I don't eat food, but I like how it looks. Just the aesthetic of pizza. It's good. I respect that. Is knowledge I have retained? Okay, so. What do we have here? Why, hello, child. Have you come to speak to me? An old man. It's good that you speak to with your elders. We have a lot of wisdom to teach, a lot of stories to tell. And now, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself. My name is Old Man, and my defining trait is being old. I know people that would resonate with this character. And you, I shall call child. For your defining trait is that you have no past history. But I can fix that. I can help you find the history you so desperately need. See this drill? I can use it to lock the kingdom down and prevent it from ever changing. Now you can search the corners and corners never scoured, but all monsters you failed to conquer. You can become a hero and tell your own stories. Of course, if you use the drill, there's an old man finder's fee. Why aren't my services free, you ask? Because I'm an old man, not a dumb man, or a generous man. Old. No. Cancel world lock. Yeah, you wrecked, old man. Psst, psst. Friendo, over here. It's me, your buddy, the living safe. You here because you want stuff, right? Because, oh boy, I got the stuff. I'm talking tax loops. Oh, hell yeah. Friendo, and oh boy, oh boy. Well, buoy. I've got loops on fruits of loops, you know? Yeah. Here's Diablo, how you doing? I'm an accountant, and with a bit of wizardry, I can take gold from even Death himself. That's the secret to making money, friendo. Not about how much money you make, but how much you keep. And we're keeping it all, or at least a small percentage of it. Hey, friendo, you want to hear some cool accounting stats? Currently, I'm holding 0 gold for you. I have a maximum capacity of 1,000 gold. My conversion rate is 10%. In total, you give dear old Charon 202 gold. Okay, well, I guess yes. Does some of the gold just go to the safe? Yeah, okay. Is Skelly from Hades in there? Oh my god, Skelly. I haven't thought about Skelly in forever. Okay. Okay, we got the pokes. Yeah, okay, we're clumsy, so we can just break things with our body, which is awesome. Okay, already feeling this. Can't slash upwards, which would be nice, but you know, can't have it all, I guess. Great, it's the boss room immediately. Can't go in here. Charon isn't Skellety. Breakable wall? No. Where? What? Broken wall. Oh yeah, you're right. Apparently you can only break them with magic now, which is interesting. Okay. A little bit of extra money. You know what? You know what this formula would work really good for? Okay, this is just me throwing out ideas here. This would work really good for like a Wario game. Give me a roguelite Wario game where Wario just like fucking robs a haunted mansion or something. I don't know. The black roots keep growing. They're everywhere now. The guardians continuously cut them down, but they keep growing back. I swear the land is reacting to our pain. The more people we lose, the thicker the black roots seem to grow. Sorry, I've been missing our meetings at the Golden Doors. The estuaries demand the impossible. They've raised our work hours and they've taxed us incessantly. And when people complain, they're arrested. So many friends are gone. Jay, you have no idea what it's like over here. Kingdom has become a powder keg just waiting to explode. It's our job to light it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, Jay. We can do something. We can save everyone. Wario, that'd be good. We need a new Wario Land game. What's up, White? Need a new Wario Land game. Whoa, jeez. Ow. Yeah. The only problem with it would be that it's a new thing that's kind of important. Okay. Yeah, uncensored balls, I know, right? It's 3 a.m. It's time. I saw that the other day, White. Ditto ring. Actually, here. I'll share with the class. Yeah. Everybody, check out my ditto ring. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually really cute. That's super cute. Really, really just perfect. Perfect to give to a breeding friend, I guess. Yeah. I miss being able to hack upwards. I miss spinning. Ah! You know what? You know what feels like the rapier should have is the ability to like charge stab. Yeah. Give gold. Yeah, it is well made. Oh, spicy. Nothing really. I would have put something there. 3 a.m. the witching hour. Time to get your balls out, girls. Yeah. We just uncensored our balls in this game, so that would be perfect. It's a perfect time. There we go. Open me, don't get hit. What? Where are you? I'll open you. How are we not getting hit? Oh, we have to hit the switch. There. Okay. Whoa! Ah, fuck me. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Oh my god. Not the strongest first play of the game. I will say that. But hey, at least I have air dashing now, so that's good. That's great. Okay. Not my strongest play. Oh, of course. Like, why would I expect anything else? Okay. Oh, right. It goes all the way. Yeah, give me a big bag of money. Yes. You could die so you get that going for you. True. Oh, goes through. There we go. Okay, we got a warp pad. Oh, curse things. Very exciting. Shell composed of keratin. Dreamcatcher. To appreciate the good, one must filter the bad. This IOU. I kind of actually want the other one, but okay. If you find enemies, prevent the next source of damage. Actually, that's kind of a cool idea. This room seems very sus. I don't have any magic to test the walls, so I guess this is how it will be. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, get a little bit of money. There we go. Missed that lantern, but whatever. Oh. Okay. I kind of like this idea for the armored enemies. That's pretty sharp, actually. Yeah. Kind of a cool idea. Oh, oh, oh! Ah, no! Yeah, no, Lady Kimberly! Enslaved by a satanic blade. Ugh. You missed a chicken leg? I didn't even see it. Oh, gosh. Okay. Who would I want to go with here? You know all damage when rolling. Recharges over time. Oh, we get two things. Two antiques, yes. Give me the antiques. Okay. Give me the damage. Now, oh, we're a high enough level, I guess, that we've unlocked some of these. Increase gold gain for certain traits. Max weight capacity, max rune weight capacity. Wow, we're starting to get a lot going on here. Increases your starting resolve amount. Increase experience gain. But they're also expensive. So, like, let's take a look here. Increases mana pool by 50, deal 8% more. Okay, we're starting to get into some, like, interesting things, though. Like, it's nice to see some of the things be like, you know what? Take that. Recover our helmet. This changes our resolve, though, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we don't just want to have this stuff. We want to make sure we're like, oh wow, that's like a big loss. Big loss of resolve. But I've been making good use of my resolve. Wow. Buy that. AV plus to go restore health for every enemy defeated. Skills of strength. Oh, I don't quite have enough for it. Shoot. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Duelist puts the class in classy. You'll never have to worry about your health if you never get hit. Move fast, attack faster. Did I mention they roll? You can roll almost all the time. If you're just walking, you just jump. Oops, that's not rolling. Okay. That's kind of cool. I didn't get a chance to, like, I didn't even, like, try it last time. Yeah. I know my energy level isn't... Yeah, hey Luna, how you doing? Just wishing you the best of times for the stream and good rest afterwards. How's things been? We'll increase our attack power a little bit, maybe our health. Building castles tough. Labor costs rise with each upgrade, making each purchase slightly more expensive. Consider how spending money. Don't fret too much. Inflation can be easily overcome. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. just like debating here. What time is it? Do I want to try another run? I haven't had a real good run yet, so we'll do one more run. You've returned. Yes. You can have my no money. Wow, I perfectly spent all my money. That very rarely happens. Okay. This run's gonna be the good one. Let's do it. Better is after a nap, poking around on VR. Oh, okay, gotcha. VR project. Yeah. I see. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Things aren't showing up? What? Do we not? Let me take a look. Let me see. Got a problem here? Is that what's happening? Let me take a look. There we go. There's stick bug. I don't know why they aren't showing up. They might work now. I think I might have just been like timed out on one of my accounts. This is Toby Fox. Toby Fox is in Rogue Legacy 2. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. This is the bug redeeming. They are not working. Okay. I'm just like we doing the manual. Okay. I don't know why they aren't working. It should be. Let me take a look. I do not know. That's very weird. Everything should be working. Okay. Oh my god. Nope, it's still not working, everybody. Okay, there we go. Typing in another one. All right. I don't know why it's just not working right now. Thanks, accounts. Yeah. All right. I'm just like, great, cool. So sorry in advance if things are not gonna work. I should probably just go in and turn them all off. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah. Okay. Always, live stream tech support is always fun. Yeah. Risk level 2. Oh, this must be the next area. Agartha Gatehouse. Do not leave the queue or you will be arrested. Do not remove the armband or you will be arrested. Do not speak to the estuaries or you will be arrested. Return before nightfall or you will be arrested. This place doesn't sound very fun. Others be warned, as decreed by Esteri, Irad, all gold and jewels found in Access Mundi is property of the treasury. All looting is strictly prohibited. You will gain additional 20% gold while in Access Mundi. Requires echo boots. It's the thing I probably don't have. Okay. Okay, you got a little bit of Metroidvania like in there. Gotta have the right abilities. Yeah, the right, like, pieces of equipment. Oh. Keeping that hit. Also, we dropped our beehive. Rude. I'm actually surprised I made that jump. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah. Kill these things through the walls. I think so far I'm like tied between the spear and the axe for like which weapons I like the most in this. They both feel really, really good. The bow feels like it might be pretty good, but it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to. So yeah. Oh. Ow. Whoa, jeez, I guess I'll just run right into it. Yeah. Ivy Seed, increase Ivy Canopy every time you do an aerial recovery. Twin Catalysts? Well, Scientific Annihilation, well, we gotta go with that, obviously. Yeah, the 40% bonus damage to enemies with status effects. Well, that's gonna be good. We just need something that does status effects now. What do we got? 15 resolve. Ooh, epic relic. Defeat 6 enemies, prevent the source of damage. Okay. So every 6 enemies we defeat, we... oh. Prevent some damage, which would be pretty nice. Scholar helmet. It's a below fit worn by acolytes. I was on New Game Plus 7. Virtual Cat, how you doing? For a bit in Rogue Legacy. Oh, really? Wow, that's impressive because it gets really taxing. I had all the upgrades. The only challenge at that point were the special encounters where you fought with the set level loadout. Gotcha. Because I remember at a certain point, like the traps and stuff, like the scaling becomes like tough for like if you get hit by like spikes or stuff like that, doesn't it? I feel like that was the thing. Yeah, I can definitely tell that like I think like things are like going. Oh, there we go. Things are going a-okay, but it's also like I can definitely tell my heart isn't in it tonight. But that's okay. It is what it is. Yeah. Possibly I just remember breezing through everything once I had all the upgrades. Yeah, like your movement does get pretty good. Yeah. I don't know what my highest New Game Plus in Rogue Legacy was. I know I did do 2 separate playthroughs because I did a playthrough on Steam and I did a playthrough on PS4. I tried to get the clear where you cleared in like 15 generations, which is, that's tough. That is tough. Ooh, oh. Okay. Spicy. This is not a, yeah, I was supposed to say, this is not a good situation. I realized that those things are armored. Yeah. because like that's the other thing is like the HP scale and some of the, yeah, those things like become really high. It becomes really high, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go with Spear this time, but I think I'm gonna change it up because I'll probably feel more like I'll feel better about this probably on Sunday when I sit down and play it when I'm in a better mood. Yeah, it give me more attack power, give me the strength. Once I reforge maybe 100 years from now, the sword will be a really big spoon. Words, well, this is a glaive, but I mean, sure, we can make it into a big spoon. Words go through the same transformation process. They absorb new meanings as they are used in common parlance and often become something entirely different. I don't know why I'm acting like this. I knew, acting like I knew this and just spitting out what Totem told me. Fair. Okay, you know what? Okay, we're gonna save for now. House rules. Interesting. New settings. Yeah. Okay. But hey, that's at least the first setting of it. It does feel really good. Like it does feel like it feels like Rogue Legacy. It feels it's absolutely, it is in fact Rogue Legacy.